Welcome to fourth session of Strategy Execution Training of Strategy Academy sponsored by Frui Strategy. The objective of this training course is to help strategy management professionals who just started career, managers who would like to learn about strategy execution, everyone who are keen to get trained in strategy execution. The course is designed based on the methodology of Execution Premium, XPP, of Dr. Kaplan and Dr. Norton, who introduced the balanced scorecard concepts to strategy world. We shall support attendees by answering questions, comments and possible help through Zoom calls at scheduled sessions. Session 2 explains you about the topic Align the Organization. Let us see the agenda of the courses. So far we completed session A, B, and C, which covers introduction, development, and translation of strategy. In case if you missed the sessions, please attend earlier sessions. In this session we shall talk about very important topic, Align the Organization. We discuss how the organization is aligned to execute the strategy, alignment of business units, alignment of support units, alignment of board, key suppliers, key customers and employees. We shall discuss aligning the organizational units to the strategy in this section. Let us look at the 6-stage model of Execution Premium Methodology, BSC. In stage 3 we do the alignment part. Welcome to the journey of strategic alignment, where vision meets execution with precision. In this course we embark on the path to synchronize goals, actions, and outcomes for organizational success. You can see Enterprise Strategy, Box 1, which is the group company or corporate strategy. All strategic business units need to be aligned to the corporate strategy. The corporate and business unit link is number 4 in the diagram. We shall discuss how the linking process works in coming slides. The enterprise strategy is aligned to Board of Directors through Link 2. Corporate support units, finance, IT, HR, and others units need to be aligned to enterprise strategy. The Link 3 explains this. The business units need to align to key customers and key vendors. The support department of business units need to be aligned to SBU strategies, and in turn need to align to corporate support units. We need to identify key misalignments and prepare the list of misalignments. We can have a plan to close them with a schedule. There will be some misalignments developed over the years by changing the business environment and people, and eventually, we need to assess the alignment periodically. You can look at the example how the corporate scorecard is cascaded to board members and business units, departments. This diagram is an illustration for your reference. We shall discuss about corporate role in the cascading process and how it depends upon corporate type. In the diagram left side is where the corporate office plays a passive role. Typically holding companies play passive role. The example is Tata Family Group. At the right side where corporate office plays active role. Typically hotel chain and banking units comes under this category. Not all companies are aligned in the same way. This is very important point to understand. The cascading method is shown below. The left side the cascading method is largely independent, and in the right side the cascading method is identical. In the middle selected objectives are linked and others are left. Look at the example of Bank of Tokyo Mitsubishi America's corporate strategy map template. In the financial perspective the objectives are referred to revenue, risk, and efficiency. In the customer perspective the objectives are referred to product, service, and relationship. In the process perspective the themes are grow revenue, manage risk, and enhance productivity. In the human capital, the skills, work environment, and compensation are focused. The 3 types of strategic objectives are defined, namely, common, shared, and unique. For example, enhance cost efficiency is common for all. Streamline credit approval process is shared for all. Maintain know your customer files is the unique for individual bank. You can the global corporate banking unit strategy map with 3 different colors. When a new branch of the bank started and the strategy map is developed, the common objectives needs to be taken from corporate strategy map. The shared ones can be reviewed how to add, and unique objectives can be added based on the need. Look at another example, DuPont Engineering Polymers. They use themes as pillars for divisional strategy. In this slide, you can see how the enterprise scorecard is aligned to business units and support units. Cascading EP's themes through businesses and functions helped EP achieve global alignment on its strategic priorities. You can see Global Business BSC, Regional Business BSC, and Global Functional BSC. They are aligned and cascaded. Let us discuss how to align employees to strategy. This is most important alignment process. If we look at the execution premium cycle, in stage 3 is the alignment process. To align workforce, we need to pay attention to create strategic awareness, align personal goals, align personal incentives, provide necessary skills. It is imperative to create prepared minds to achieve the success for any organization. Two very important quotes can give you an idea how important it is to align people in the organization. How do we create strategic readiness and make strategy everyone's job? First step is to create strategic awareness by communicating through all channels, multiple times. There is no enough communication. It has to be communicated as much as possible. Providing necessary skills is the second important activity to be done. We need to identify strategic job families and assess the strategic readiness. Align personal goals to the organizational goals is the most important activity for leaders. Once personal objectives and company objective are aligned, then tremendous results are possible. Finally, align personal incentives to the organization. The variable pay and team-based pay need to be aligned. If we complete the aligning incentives, then we can confidently say the balanced scorecard is effectively implemented. You need a formal process to improve workforce readiness. Strategy should be linked to existing HR programs for performance management. Identify strategic job families and key competencies required. We have strategic processes in the top for operations management, customer management, innovation, and responsible citizen. You could imagine your strategic map and the processes for you. Identify strategic job family to support each process. Define competencies for each strategic job family. You list down all key competencies as shown in the diagram. Identify number of employees required to fulfill the requirement. Assess the readiness of human capital by giving scores in red, amber, green. This matrix will help you to identify the key position to be filled and key trainings to be done to close the readiness gap. The internal employee strategy communication program should be as comprehensive and systematic as an external customer advertising program. The communication program include target audience, message streams, communication channels, and the expected results. For example, for external audience, we call, "Try my new product." In the same way, for internal audience, we need to communicate like, "Try my new strategy." Be prepared to answer, "What's in it for me?" This is very important to explain the benefit of strategy implementation. You have got to tell them 7 times 7 ways. Target audience. Define the target audience and the communication. You can find 4 quadrants in the picture. First quadrant is strategy formulation level and internal audience. We will have board of directors, executive leadership, and senior leadership in this category. Second quadrant is strategy execution level and internal audience. We will have middle management, line management, and frontline staff. Third quadrant is strategy formulation level and external audience. We will have shareholders analysis. Fourth quadrant is strategy execution level and external audience. We will have key customers, suppliers, regulators, community, and family. We need to have communication mechanism for each quadrant. In this example for first quadrant, we can see how U.S. Army is making the communication. For second quadrant, you can see the example of Southwest Airlines. The objective communicated is, wanted employees to know that their prosperity was tied to the company's prosperity. The message streams to achieve the objectives. You can see 2 examples below who use different message streams. Message streams. The strategic readiness system. Why we need it. The measurable benefits. What's in it for me? Integrating SRS with other processes. Achieving buy-in. Message streams. About the strategy. About the magic numbers. Explanation of key results. Reporting results. How to convey results to employees. Impact of the individual on performance. How you can make a difference. Communication channels need to be selected based on mixture of rich and lean channels that will achieve the objectives. You can read the channels in the matrix and follow for your own need. How to measure, solicit feedback, and foster learning. Some examples are as below. Employee surveys are the primary source of statistical feedback. Use a variety of mechanisms, e.g., intranet suggestion box, email surveys. Seek feedback from all levels of your target audience. Ask target audiences. What did you understand? Summary. The Internal Employee Strategy Communication Program, STRATCOM, should be as comprehensive and systematic as an external customer advertising program. Target audience. Define the target audience and the communication objectives. Message streams. Identify the streams of content that will achieve the objectives. Communication channels. Select a mixture of rich and lean channels that will achieve the objectives. Measure results. Measure, solicit feedback and foster learning. Let us discuss about how to create strategic readiness. The important concept of aligning personal goals to organizational goals. You need a formal process to improve workforce readiness. Strategy should be linked to existing HR programs for performance management. Human resource systems must be reoriented. They provide the most powerful vehicle to make strategy everyone's job. Look at the traditional approach to job definition and goal setting. They are largely in silos. This does not help strategy execution successfully. Creating a holistic view of strategy permits teamwork and knowledge sharing. How do we create strategic readiness? Align personal incentives to the strategy. This includes variable pay, team-based pay. You need a formal process to improve workforce readiness. Strategy should be linked to existing HR programs for performance management. The bonus program design. Maximum size of bonus pool, determined by financial performance in general. For example, if actual financial performance exceeds threshold by $12 million, then the bonus pool equals 2.4% of salary. The bonus program to be designed suitable to your country and your industry. This is another example how PSENG does their assessments. We can see how PSENG represented employee through annual base pay, maximum payout, and actual payout. Let us look at the all points again to make strategy everyone's job. You need a formal process to improve workforce readiness. Strategy should be linked to existing HR programs for performance management. Let us look at all parts connected to understand the overall people performance alignment. We can measure the performance of individuals based on their objectives and measures aligned to the strategy. We can measure the performance of TAMs based on team objectives and measures aligned to the strategy. We can conduct 360-degree review where the feedback from peers, subordinates, and superiors can be collected through systematic interviews and aggregated. Weighted average of all three can be used as personal score. This score can be used for incentives, promotions, and succession planning. This slide shows you how the initiatives are aligned to the strategy. We shall discuss in detail in other session. This slide shows you how to align business processes to the strategy and achieve business process excellence. We shall discuss this separately. The operations can be linked to strategy. The diagram shows how the process flows are defined and linked to the themes in strategy map. Strategic themes/objectives provide a top-down framework to guide the governance process. Theme teams. Objectives, measures, targets, resources, reviews, change management process. Key processes provide a bottom-up framework to execute strategy at the operational level. Change teams. Analytics. KPIs. Results and deliverables. Business process optimization priorities. Integrating framework. Strategy themes. Objectives linked to key processes provide a unifying framework for management system. We need to align digital transformation to the strategy. The diagram shows about the system's landscape, which include business innovation, business applications, IT infrastructure, security, IT people, business continuity, disaster recovery, alignment and be done to the strategy to manage excess capacity, unused capacity, aligned capacity, capacity gap, planned capacity increase, reporting, org unit or BSC or year or month, digital transformation, technology strategy 3 to 5 years,
Entreprise Solutions,
business breakthrough. This is the end of session for alignment. Hope you have got the overview of alignment. This is very important and large topic. We shall have a separate video to cover the topic in detail.